You can't be soft as fuck out here and expect to win. You can't be soft as fuck out here and expect to get your goals. You can't be soft as fuck out here and expect to lose weight, get your six pack, whatever it is, right? You got to develop that mental callous. You got to develop some mental toughness because it's going to be peaks and valleys. It's going to be ups. It's going to be downs. Shit ain't sweet. Some days you're going to be sore. Some days you're not going to feel like it. It's going to be cold outside. Whatever the excuse is, it's not going to be sweet. And a lot of people don't hit them goals because when shit gets rough, they just give up.
Absolutely.
They quit. Right. And you can't quit at the first sign of pain in your fitness journey. So, fellas, y'all could tap in and add y'all, 2 cents to that. And we're going to have a little discussion about it.
We talked about this earlier as it relates to the road of fitness, man. This road is not your normal road. It's not your 495, your BW Parkway for those who's in the PG County. This is a rough road. This road got broken glass. It got pitfalls. It got detours. It got stoplights. It don't even fucking work. So the point I'm trying to make is, like Marty said, you got to be tough. You got tough, especially within this environment, this country, to where we live in the most obese nation in the world. Most people are not fit. Most people are not looking to become fit. So because of that, your environment will play a big role in your success, which pretty much put in a position to even have to be tougher depending on which environment you're in. So
that's a great point, Junior. And to add to that, man, we live in a world where everything's just soft, right? Everybody's soft. Everybody wants a handout. And you got to understand, man, in this arena, in this field of fitness, in order to get some results or see any type of results, man, you gotta stay the course. You gotta be able to fight adversity. You gotta be able to overcome your feelings. You gotta be able to adhere to discipline, right? It's not easy. Trust me. Most days I don't feel like rolling out of the bed. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about what I feel like doing. It's about what discipline tells me I need to do, because it's what needs to get done despite how I'm feeling. And a lot of you guys are so reliant on your feelings, and you allow your feelings to dictate your movements and how you operate, and wonder why you're not getting results, wondering why you're going through the motions, wondering why you're bitching and complaining at your trainer, asking why this, why that, when they're giving you simple instructions and you're unable to follow them because you haven't solidified yourself as being somebody who can follow instructions or follow a routine, or be able to get over the hump when things get hard. So that's a great point, CMarty, man. We live in a soft ass world, and folks need to be able to challenge themselves.
And so I'm gonna just bring up some of the top excuses and some examples I've gotten in my 7 years of training. One, you blame all your bullshit on other people. The reason you can't hit your goals, the kids, man, you gonna understand. You're gonna be fat when you a dad too. No, the fuck I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't blame it on other people. Like I said, it's going to be obstacles. It's going to be reasons for you not to reach your goals. It's going to be reasons for you to not want to meal prep, to not want to make it to the gym, right? Another thing, well, it's genetics. You can't be blaming grandpa or grandma. They just because they ate big bag food don't mean you got to eat big bag food. And I was, shout out Delusions podcast. We just talked about this, but listen, you got to understand that your current body, big back, little back, fit back, medium back, whatever your current body is, it is there because it's a reflection of your habits. It's a reflection of your habits from 2006 to 2023, 1996 to 2023, 1986 to 2023, whenever you was born. Them habits got to that belly and the man breast. So you got to be able to hold yourself accountable. So, fellas, anything I want to add to that?
No, to add to that, I mean, you definitely hit a point as it relates to what you're doing every single day. You have people that blame their lack of fitness, health, success on genetics, whatever the case would be. But nah, F that, man. Your daily routine will either take you to your dreams or take you to your nightmares. I'm going to say that one more time for your mind. Your daily routine will either take you to your dreams or to your nightmares. So it really is broken down to what the fuck you doing every single day? How active are you every single day? What are you eating every single day?
Absolutely.
When are you eating every single day? What time do you cut the last meal off? What beverages are you taking? So the compound effect is always going to take effect. So you got to take a look at that.
Absolutely.
You got to take inventory. That's a good bar, Junior.
Now, you definitely got to take inventory, and you got to realize what it is about yourself that's leading you to not see the results that you're looking for. It all stems from internally. What are you listening to? Who are you following? Who do you look up to? What advice are you taking?
Sexy Red.
It's sexy.
Don't do it.
But nevertheless though, you gotta come to a conclusion. You gotta come to the realization that the reason why you're not where you want to be is because either you're not following the right people, you're not doing the right things every day, or you have no principles, no core values, nothing set in place for you, for you to achieve certain success.
No structure
At all.
No plan.
no preparation, none of that.
And
Nope.
can I speak on that really
Go
quick?
ahead.
Because there's a lot of people that have dreams. You know what I mean? Dreams of being fit, dreams of losing weight, dreams of this. But a lot of dreams do not become accomplished because of a lack of a plan. So that's really what it stands for, like really planning the work. And then if you don't know how to work that plan, you hire a coach, you hire a trainer, somebody who's experienced in that area to help you work that plan. So a lot of people just have a dream, a vision of one, but there's no plan to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell my people all the time, if you wing it, you're gonna end up eating chicken wings.
Want that?
You can't just wing your day. On Sunday night, you got to know what you about to eat Monday morning,
Absolutely.
Monday afternoon, Monday
Absolutely.
evening. You got to know. So definitely planning. Another thing I wanted to touch on too was people always blaming the trainer. Now, we know a lot of trainers.
Sure.
Most trainers are legit. Most trainers know what the fuck they doing. You come in, you follow directions, you eat well, you get some results with the trainer. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Listen, man. I had this girl said, well, you know what? You live 15 minutes away from my house. That's too far. I can't keep getting to the gym. That's too much. And cancel her membership. Now, listen, I got people who travel 30 minutes to the gym,
Shit, an hour.
40 minutes to the gym, an hour to the gym.
Same.
And listen, 15 minutes ain't that out of your way. You drive 15 minutes to be a big back. You drive 15 minutes to drink alcohol. You drive 15 minutes to eat bad food. You drive 15 minutes to do all types of bullshit that made you want to hire a trainer, that made you discouraged with the current body you have. But now it's 15 minutes is too long to get to the gym. Pause. That's crazy.
Very crazy.
As well, man. So you can't blame the trainer either. So I don't know. Can y'all share any examples of clients that maybe blamed you for something, a stupid excuse, something that just didn't make any sense?
I would say, well, definitely I had clients that in the past that would use an excuse of why they could get results. Oh no, okay, this is the most common one I would say. My job keep bringing pizza. My job keep having bagels.
Oh,
my job
my
keep having
God.
brunches. I'm like, okay, is your job, is it part of your job description to eat that shit?
No.
Like, if you don't eat the slice of pizza, if you don't eat that burger, that chicken wing, are they going to let you go? They're going to fire you? No.
I'm going to die if I don't eat it.
So at the end of the day, if it's back to just not want to take accountability. You don't really want it. You like the idea of being healthy. You like the idea of being fit. You like the idea of wearing a particular clothing blouse size, but willing to do what it takes to get that, you're not willing to do it. It lets me know that you don't really want it. But the sad part about it is, God forbid, knock on wood, if something happens to your health to where now you have to do it, is that or die, that's when people
Now they're going to do it.
That.
My thing is, more importantly, and that's a great topic as far as clients blaming the trainer. But my thing is, people rather invest more energy into their employer rather than themselves, right? So you got people that go bust their ass for 80 hours of overtime. You know what I'm saying? You driving an hour to Baltimore, you driving an hour to PA,
yep.
You driving an hour deep into Virginia to go work for some CEO that you'll never see in your life, who don't give two shits about you, who will have your job listed quicker than you got the job. You gonna go bust your ass, sacrifice for that man. You know what I'm saying? Go and put time into his dream, his vision, his goals. You know what I'm saying? And he's paying you nickels on the dollar, but you can't spend 2 hours per day. You can't spend an hour per day. You can't drive 15 minutes a day to get to the gym and invest in your own health and your own body. You know what I'm saying? And then you bitching and complaining to your trainer, talking about why I look like this, or why is the scale not moving, or why, you know what I'm saying, I'm not getting the results, is because you're failing to invest in yourself. But you rather go invest in somebody else who don't care two shits about you or your family, rather than taking that same energy. And I get it, to each his own, we got to survive. I get that, right? But you can't be putting more time into somebody else's dreams and goals, and rather than putting into your own, your own longevity at the end of the day.
And we're not saying don't work hard at your job. We're not
Yeah,
saying
we said
don't.
go get
You know what I'm
paid,
saying? Get your bread.
get your money.
Get your promotion.
Absolutely.
You know, be the highest performer at work, whatever you need to do. But you got to give yourself that energy as well, man, because if you can't operate at a high level, you can't do that job.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, right. You gotta do both.
No, that's real talk.
It's gotta be a balance. Ain't that what y'all say?
I spoke on that earlier. Like you said, there's nothing wrong with working at your job. You got to make a living, you know, you got to pay those bills, etc. And you kind of touched on the words, you know, you said you got to survive. And yes, a lot of people working their jobs and put themselves in survival mode, but too many people working hard in the jobs to do themselves.
Facts.
And I mentioned a quote earlier, you know, you can work hard at your job and make a living, which is fine. And that's a lot of people making a living, surviving, whether it's check to check, whatever the case may be. But you can work harder on yourself, your mental, your health, and make a fortune, which is super fine. And fortune doesn't necessarily mean dollars. It just means just a more fruitful lifestyle, more living lifestyle to where you're not just existing, but you're actually living.
An abundant lifestyle.
Absolutely.
All facts, man. And last thing I got to say on that topic before we acknowledge these comments. You can't be soft when it comes to the gym.
Can be.
That's why that belly soft. Let's acknowledge these comments. All right. Mike said about time. Yeah, Mike hit me up like, man, when y'all starting today, man?
Shout out to Mike, man.
We had to start late today, Mike. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, Coach B. Reek said, yo, what's good? Reek, what's going on, big dog? What's up with you?
Him stay fit.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button too, man. Please hit that like button. Talk to him, Tune, spitting the gems.
Ty Smith,
93, 45 minutes to brunch. Listen, they driving an hour to brunch. They going to brunch in DC, Arlington, and Baltimore.
Shout out to Ty, baby.
Ty Smith, what's good? I wonder if that's the Ty Smith, but nevertheless, go ahead.
Yeah,
Michael Hawkins said, sad part is it's everyone else's fault when you fail. Yeah, it is everybody else's fault when you fail, but it's yeah. So look, man, let's keep this joint going, man. Good work so far, fellas.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, man, and Junior kind of touched on this. Oh, hold on. Jay Godiva just put a
what's up, Jay?
What's up, Jay? Good evening, gentlemen. Sitting love from Los Angeles. Great to see y'all. You're quickly becoming my favorite fitness channel. Shout out to your consistency, CMarty. Shout out to your boy. It's only one source.
Hey,
the most consistent fitness.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Podcast.
God bless you.
And
love.
the best fitness podcast out. Thank you for the love.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Jay.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, let me look at my list again. Oh yeah, that was one to say. Junior hit a good point on the whole preparation thing, man, because I find myself, and I don't know if y'all experience this.
Let's type in.
But, you know, Junior see me in the morning. I get to the gym early, you know, so I can set up for my clients. So I'm ready for them and stuff.
Okay.
And next thing you know, it's 10 minutes before the session. My phone just started blowing up.
Hey, happens every morning.
Hey, I'm running late. I'm not going to make it. How long are you staying? Can I come later? My alarm didn't go off. I'm going to be late. And it's like, yo. Y'all can't be wasting people's time, bro. This is.
But you made it.
But I made it exactly. Like and real talk, bro. Like I be doing shit all night and still be getting to the gym on for 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep if necessary sometimes.
Facts.
But it's like, bro, like y'all got to be considerate of the trainer's time. Like we're human too. We're here to pay bills. We're here to make a living. Like y'all can't do that. It's very inconsiderate, and I don't know if y'all deal with that as well. Yeah, but I wanted to share that just to give our perspective on that.
And that's a great perspective because not only is it inconsiderate, but is downright disrespectful, right? Correct. Because I'm showing up to provide you quality. I'm showing up each and every day to provide you value, to provide you energy, to pour into you, and you're failing to pour into yourself, right? You're hitting me up 5 minutes before you're supposed to be there. You supposed to be there, but you texted me with the excuse, and I know you bullshit. I know you still in bed. I know you haven't even, brushed your teeth yet, but you hit me talking about I'm late. I'm in the car, whoop-de-woo, or like, how long can I come later? No, like you got to be mindful of our time, just like how we're here to provide quality for you. We're here to provide structure for you. We're here to provide, discipline for you. But if you can't help yourself, help us help you at the end of the day. Help us aid you in, the journey that you're trying to embark on, right? But if you're not doing the right things to help yourself, then there's no way we can possibly, assist you along the way, right? And that also stems down to what is your nighttime routine? What is your
we're gonna hit that too.
what is your bedtime routine leading up into the next day? Because if you don't have any, like Junior said before, if you don't have any plan, if you don't have any structure, if you don't have steps that you take the night before going into the following day, then everything just seems in disarray. Now the next morning you scrambling to get this done, and you're procrastinating, you're doing this, you're doing that, but it becomes a vicious cycle of nothingness, and nothing gets done or accomplished. Anybody else want to tap in?
Yeah, I was gonna say too, man. I had to talk with one of my clients, and he was like, yeah, man, you know, I just can't fall asleep at night. Like I just get all this energy at night. So I just start doing shit. I said, did you, and this how I be calling people's bullshit out, man. I said, did you one, cut the lights off? Did you cut the TV off? And did you put your phone on do not disturb and put it on the charger? Because if you sitting there scrolling on your phone, you got the TV on, you got music playing, you playing a video game, you up texting females that don't want you, that's texting other dudes too.
You got the bag of chips open.
You got the bag of chips open, eating big bag food. No, you're not falling asleep. You got the munchies at night. No, you're not. So you gotta put, I mean, we're all functioning adults. 9 times out of 10, if you're a functioning adult, you're somewhat productive, you're gonna be tired at night if you had a full day.
Absolutely.
So you're not even trying to go to sleep at this point, bro. So that's irresponsible. So I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
Cut that shit out.
They just keep it a buck, keep it 100. It's downright disrespectful, man. It's disrespectful. Like you said, I mean, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, what the fuck are you really fighting? What are you battling besides sleep?
All facts, man.
You know, you're not worried about traffic. You're not worried about that 10 a.m. Zoom call. You're not worried about picking up your kids. It's literally just sleep. And it goes back to your preparation the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not being prepared, if you're not going to sleep on time, if you're not doing what you got to do to make sure you get up on time to do what the fuck you hired me to do, to train you and to guide you, is very, very disrespectful in that sense. And if you really think about what I'm about to say right now, there's a lot of things you can lose and get back. But when it comes to time, you can't get time back. You can't get time back. And a lot of these trainers, those who are really passionate what they're doing, they're training. They're not just training in the gym. They're training on their phones. They train through conversations. Most trainers are good trainers, are wearing multiple hats. So the point I'm trying to make is they could be getting that extra sleep that they can utilize to get more energy, to get more mental power, to get more focus, to help other clients in their environment.
More serious clients.
You know, more serious clients. So for those that have that 4 hour, that 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. time slot, really take it seriously, because it takes a toll on us. And I'm not saying that we're like, me personally, I'm pretty sure they're not even like, oh, I don't want to get up. No, we're going to get up that early. If we know that somebody wants our service, they need our service, but just act like it, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Great point.
Good points, fellas. And another thing too, I have some issues with clients where it's like, they'll text me 5 to 10 minutes before they're supposed to be there and be like, hey, what body part are we working today? And it's like the body part that we're working, or, you know what I'm saying, the focus of the day determines whether you're coming to the gym or not. And it's like, that makes absolutely no sense. If you're here to get a goal, you got to hit upper body day. You got to hit leg day. You got to do cardio. You got to do your ab work. You got to do your functional training. Like, we here to get it in. It's not going to be easy every day. You can't only go to the trainer when it seems like the most convenient day
for you.
Like, yeah, I only want to do legs because I'm trying to tone my legs. No, get them arms too. Thanksgiving sweet potato cornbread arms. We got to hit arm day.
Marshmallow arms.
Yeah, Michelin man arms. We got to hit arm day. Fellas too. You know what I'm saying? So don't only go when it's convenient, or what's the easiest way. Like, I got people, my Wednesdays that's my functional day. So we do full body, we do cardio, we getting it in. We doing sprints. And I got people that won't come Wednesday just to avoid that type of workout, because it's probably the hardest day of the week.
Man,
it's the most challenging day of the week.
And that just all trickles back into what you said, is like, motherfuckers is soft, man. You're soft as hell. Knowing this shit is going to be hard, knowing that it's going to challenge you and force you to become a better version of yourself, that you shy away from it. You shy away from, you know, testing yourself or putting yourself through certain pain, certain rigorous training to, you know, that's going to help you develop into a more stronger person,
Yep.
whether it be physically, mentally, or spiritually, right? You know what I'm saying? It's going to help strengthen your fortitude, but
Yep.
you're shying away because you know it's going to test you. You know it's going to make you be uncomfortable.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? People will come up with any excuse because at the end of the day, the mind likes to do what's convenient. Your brain is designed to keep you comfortable. It's designed to keep you complacent. Your brain is your biggest safety net. And a lot of folks don't really understand that. So what they do is when things seem uncertain or they seem difficult, what they do is they come up with any excuse or any reason to try to avoid things that they know will definitely make them uncomfortable.
Any fucking excuse.
And you guys have to understand, every day the motherfucking rent is due.
Every day.
Every
Right.
day. And I'm not talking about the physical dollar. I'm not talking about physical currency. I'm talking about every day that you got to put in work in some type of facet, some shape or form. Work has to be put in. You got to wake the fuck up. You got to better yourself, because if you're not getting better, chances are you're staying the same. And if you're staying the same, you're going the fuck backwards. And at the end of the day, if you're going backwards, you're not getting results and you're not becoming the best version of yourself. Let's tap in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Your comfort zone is your broke zone.
Absolutely.
Your
Yeah.
comfort zone is your fat zone. Like you say, CMarty, your big back zone. You're comfortable. I'm telling you, anybody that's comfortable in life, you're not got shit going on. You're not progressing. You're not getting better. You're not moving towards success. Your comfort zone is your broke, fat, unhealthy, lazy zone.
And I made this point too on my podcast a couple times, man. Like the momentum's going positive or negative, right? So if you want to lose 20 pounds, you don't want to gain 20 pounds, you got to get the positive momentum or the negative momentum. You're not going to stay the same. Unfortunately, we're adults, and the way the body works, it don't just stay the same. Some people have genetics where they get lucky. That ain't most of y'all. I know me. If I just stop working out and eat whatever I want, I'm not going to look the way I look.
Those are exceptions.
So if that happens to me, it's probably going to happen to y'all too. So you either going positive momentum or negative momentum. So
Absolutely.
I just wanted to add that in before. And one more point on that, like, stop trying to modify the workout too. So if we doing,
Hate that.
you know what I mean? Like if we doing,
can we do something else?
if we're doing barbell squats, like, hey, can I get a box to sit on the box? Like, no, do the squat. Like, can I do less weight? Like, no, just do it. It's okay, bro. Like, you don't pay me, because then if the workout's too easy, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I tried less Brunches, more crunches. His workouts are too easy. I wasn't really challenged.
You don't modify the mechanic. You don't modify the mechanic. Your car fucked up. You take it to the mechanic. Mechanic said, I'm gonna do A, B, and C. You don't say no. How about you do X, Y, Z? Nah, because you don't want that car to move. You don't want your engine to break down. You don't want your tires to fall off. And that's the same way you treat your body. And more importantly, trust the person that you hired to guide you to that success.
Facts.
That's big. That's big facts, bro. Good point, fellas. And you know, let's acknowledge these comments real quick. Mike Hawkins said, exactly, it's disrespectful to the trainer's job and time. And then in the words of Debo, stop being a bitch. Excuses are for weak bammers. Complain during and after. Talk your shit, Mike.
Facts, Mike.
Talk your shit, Mike.
Try to keep going, not to stop.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, bro. But yeah, we deal with all types of shit, man. People don't know what trainers go through. And now, you know, that was more of the mental side. We're going to hit the fitness side real quick. And I just wanted to say, especially with women, you know, I put up a post the other day, one of my clients, her transformation. And I wanted to tell people, men and women, your dream body is probably heavier than what you think it says on the scale. So a lot of people are chasing a number on the scale instead of chasing the body or chasing the drop in the body fat. You know what I'm saying? Because when you drop body fat, the number might not change. But 9 times out of 10, especially ladies, the body that you want, especially if it's a curvy body, if it's a muscular body, if it's a certain way you want it to look, it's probably heavier than you think. So chase losing the body fat, chase your nutrition instead of the number on the scale. So fellas, y'all can add to that with, you know, whatever gems y'all want to add to that.
I mean, you pretty much hit it. You know, basic knowledge, fat and muscle doesn't weigh the same. Muscle weighs more than fat. I actually had to break that down to a client.
They weigh the same.
I mean, well,
it's more dense than
more dense.
Yeah.
So I had to actually break it down to a client to where the scale wasn't necessarily moving the way she liked to move. And to remind her that, you know, we're not just losing weight. We're not just doing cardio, trying to drop and burn fat and lose weight. We're actually building muscle as well. So you may not see it in the scale, but where you are going to see, you're going to see it in your clothes, you know, your waistline, your armband, things like that. If you're wearing pants that you're wearing belts with, maybe you have to come down a couple of notches, whatever the case may be, but that's what you're going to notice it first. So,
yep, all facts.
And and I've said this before on previous episodes, whereas though people are so hell bent on the number on the physical scale rather than how they look in actuality. Like you can't walk around, I want to walk around looking like 190, or I want to walk around, I want to walk around at 200. Nobody's going to know that you're 200. Folks that are, experienced in the field, they can probably gauge your body and be like, oh yeah, he's probably 200 and some change, or she's probably like $150. But to be so pressed about the physical number rather than how you look is kind of backwards thinking. It's a backwards thought process, right? Worry about what you look like physically and just let the number represent the number, right? Now, obviously, we don't want to be bigger than what we should be as far as how much we weigh. However, we want to focus on, building the correct body, and then whatever that number reflects as it pertains to your current look, then, we can worry about that. But let's be more focused on trying to sculpt our desired body and have confidence within our own skin and get to a point where as though our physical reflects how we feel about ourselves internally, opposed to being so hard pressed on the actual physical number itself.
Yeah, and especially ladies, like dudes, when it comes to like, pursuing women, we're not looking at the woman like, does she weigh 175 or 185? Because if she's 185, or one, what I'm saying? We're not doing that. We're not pressed like that. So if you look bomb as hell, dude is going to be in your face. Like that's it. But yeah, man. So don't chase that number on the scale. We killing this shit, y'all. Click that comment at the bottom real quick. Mike Hawkins said, he said, what's the modification for this exercise? Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, God. I hate that. Ain't no modification.
Yeah, man.
Unless you injured, hurt, something like that.
It's crazy, man. It's ridiculous. Bro. If you're not trying to unbig that back, don't watch the podcast. If you ain't trying to get rid of that belly, don't watch the podcast.